morning, this is Michelle Brantner, Superintendent of Schools of the Marcellus School District, coming to you from my office. I'm here today to do part one of a two-part series on the scope that will be included in the capital project that we are seeking the final approval on November 15th. So my goal today is to walk you through the instructional components of the project. We will be including some photos of areas just to kind of help you think about the different spaces and at least what they look like and where they are currently. So we will get started. Starting with the overall premise of the design of this project was really to group some content areas together for ease of planning and also to help kids blend those content areas more like what's happening in industry today. So some of you may or may not realize that we have a new set of science standards that will soon be in play in school districts across the state, and they actually include at each grade level an engineering standard. So the first area that was targeted was to group science, technology, and math together to create a STEM wing. So our science rooms will be expanded to accommodate the types of labs necessary in today's science curriculum. And those science classrooms will have the perfect juxtaposition to the technology area of the building so that there can be blending of curriculum and sharing between teachers, and we will also locate math with them. So that was the first design element of the project. The next design element was to do the same thing with our humanities classrooms. Make sure that ELA and social studies and our languages other than English are grouped again so that they can do cross-curricular work and share and plan. From there, we have a need for a life skills classroom for a lot of our special needs students that attend school here in the district rather than going to some sort of a BOCES program, and a classroom needs to accommodate the needs that they have. And it was very important to the folks in the design of the project that our special needs students had a location in the building that would allow them to integrate effectively into the community, into the school community, and to have access to any classes that they might be able to push into. So that classroom will be located kind of in the main hallway hub of the building. From there, our library will receive a pretty significant renovation, creating space for different purposes such as makerspace, as well as the effective use of technology. From there, our art classrooms, of which there are 3 plus a dark room, will receive a renovation, updating their storage to be more in line with the storage needs of art, and also reconfiguring the spaces to meet the types of things that students are now doing. Basically, when you touch some of these spaces, there are kind of 2 things going on. In some cases, the spaces are not sufficiently sized to meet current code, so there's some expansion. That would be the case for our science classrooms. They need to be a little bit larger than they currently are. In some cases, space has been inefficiently used, and we will be able to create efficiencies through the renovation process. So the only need for additional space could be accommodated by adding a choral room over onto the end of our music wing so that the vocal music could be grouped with band classrooms as well. And that gives us the additional space necessary to accommodate some of the needs within the renovation. We also will be doing an extensive renovation of both the boys and girls locker rooms, creating better flow in the spaces and updating them as well. In addition, our corridor lockers, many of which are inoperable currently, will also be replaced. The reconfiguration that I've been talking about throughout this video necessitated moving some of our office spaces, including our nurse's office, guidance office, and main office. Those will be relocated down at the entrance closer to the gymnasium and auditorium side of the building. This also works for the fact that in the evening when we have community events, we can have everything kind of located in a place where we can better secure the rest of the building and have a presence of those services closer to what will become a better main entrance. At that time, we also will have the opportunity to take especially our nurse's office and guidance office that are desperately in need of a more efficient use of space and some reconfiguring, and we will be able to do that within the confines of this project. So hopefully that gives you a pretty good overview of the instructional scope of the project. Check back soon for a video detailing some of the more nuts and bolts items that are included in the project that don't necessarily relate to instruction but are necessary nonetheless. Thanks so much and have a great day.